Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, we're looking at the fan favorite She-Ra re-released figure from Origins. We'll take a look at the packaging. We'll compare her to the other three versions of She-Ra I have in the collection, and we'll go from there, guys. It'll be a lot of fun, guys. Okay, so here we go, guys. So you have right here the fan favorite logo right there in the corner right there. The Masters of the Universe, She-Ra, the most powerful woman in the universe. There she is. There she is in the packaging right there. Comes with her sword of protection. And I guess you can call her the sword of her shield, which is also the sword as well. Don't forget that in the Filmation's cartoon, her sword can transform to other items to help her out, like the shield right there. But there she is in the packaging. Now, if you're not familiar with the fan favorite line here, if you're not, this is a line that just came out, recently, that Mattel is giving us collectors, if you missed out the first time around, to get yourself a figure like She-Ra. So she was so popular, and she sold so fast that Mattel is giving us another opportunity to get her in the collection, basically. That's what the fan favorite is. But the funny thing about She-Ra is that this is her third time, actually maybe fourth time, being in Origins. And each version of She-Ra that I have is different from the next, okay? And each She-Ra, I don't have any loose She-Ra at all. So it's kind of weird and funny. But yeah, so this is the fan favorite, right? That's why it's called fan favorite right there. Mattel is giving us collectors basically a second or third opportunity or second opportunity to get a figure that we missed out on, okay? But the figure itself, it's all the same for the most part. The figure's right there the same. The comic that comes with her is the same right there. It's no difference and stuff like that. The only difference is a few things in the box art. You notice in the box art right here, you see that, normally her sword and shield would be behind her, and I'll show you the difference. You can see right off the bat that her sword and her sword of protection or shield is in front of her right there. Usually they're in the back of her, bundled up, and secured. But in this packaging, it's different, as you can see. The back is slightly different, not much. But you see the beautiful artwork, the same artwork as before. Her taking on Hordak and his minions and stuff like that. This is all the same here as well. The only difference is in the cross-cell, okay? Now, for the most part, this cross-cell is almost identical to her original one, okay? Merman and Zodak were a part of that wave. I think it was wave 3, I believe. But the only difference is that Triclops is here. Now, the normal person who will be there is Roboto. He was the fourth version or fourth figure in wave 3. So Merman and Zodak are being reissued again, okay? They're going to be another fan favorite line here, part of that line here with She-Ra. But the only difference is now Triclops, which is going to be great news for anyone who's missing Triclops. At some point, they're going to do a fan favorite re-release of Triclops, which I find amazing, being that he's my favorite figure of all time, and I can finally get one, hopefully unpunched, so I can keep him secure. So there you go. Now, there's also some slight differences between this version of She-Ra, and but before we get any more in that differences with her stickers right there, her stickers are a little bit different. Let me give you the rundown of the history of She-Ra in the Origins line. Of course, the first kind of version we got with She-Ra, and I have it right here, was her 35th anniversary, edition right there. Okay, that paid tribute to that more of that 80s vintage filmation style She-Ra with the real realistic hair and extra accessories and stuff like that. You can comb the hair. Where the Origins versions you cannot. It's all plastic. Her hair is only plastic right there. Okay, so there's two differences right there. You've got the 35th anniversary, tribute version, edition of She-Ra right there, and also She-Ra is the only Princess of Power figure that we have in the Origins line, and hopefully that will change soon. I hope we do get a few more Princess of Power figures in the Origins line. I think that'd be absolutely amazing if we do that. Okay, so this is her 35th anniversary. Came with a nice, beautiful comic in the back right there. I can show part of it right there. It's with Hordak and Catra, and and there's a hairy He-Man right there. We can focus right there. I think it's the Fright Zone right there. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Collector friendly. You can remove her from the packaging if you wish to display her and stuff like that. I keep her nice and secure, like this version right here. All right. Now, the normal version of She-Ra, when she first came out, and I have it right here, okay? This is her normal version. It's almost identical with the fan favorite, okay? So this was her first release. Now, when this wave was released, okay, it came out during that year that we all don't want to talk about, okay? It's been over 4 years since she's been released. Wow, where's time gone? It's almost 4 years since she's been released. Now, when she was released, she was only released for the most part internationally, okay? Only a few states here, got her in this particular wave, and not a whole lot. So, a lot of, collectors missed out on her. And also, about this version of She-Ra, they were using the big, bulkier women's knees. I wish I could show you guys. Get a little closer. I'm trying to get a better angle here, guys, and I apologize. But so you see right there, they were using more of the big, bulkier women's knees before they went to the more standard, smaller kneecaps for the female figures. And also, this shows right there, right there with the 35th anniversary. Okay, edition right there. They're using the more bigger, bulkier kind of male knees on the female bodies and stuff like that before they to the more smaller kneecaps for the women, for the ladies. Okay, so this was the first version. You can see also, I'm showing the back right here, the cross cell of the wave here. Differences right there in the box art here. You can see there's He-Man and Skeletor, but you also see Roboto, and Zodak and Merman, for almost identical right there. Of course, Triclops was not part of this wave here from wave 3. I think Triclops is wave 4, I believe, maybe wave 5. But you can see the same artwork right there. There's no differences. And also, if you see the behind this version of She-Ra, you see the packaging too. You noticed that her sword and shield in the original version right there from, the first time around, you don't see her shield and sword in front of her right there. There's a big another difference right there between the packaging. But it's the same exact figure, And also, you can see the back right there. There's a little bundle right there. I'm just going to get a better angle. Right, there's a bundle right there that shows, all her weapons and her sword and shield behind her. Same face sculpt right there. Now, there's some differences in the stickers, too. In her tiara, her crown right there, and her belt right there. You can see it's a little bit more, there's a little bit more shininess to her stickers right there than her fan favorite version right there. So what Target, now about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years maybe, Target did something really cool. They did a re-release right here of this particular wave here, giving us collectors another opportunity. We're like, what, this wave, was for the most part was shipped out more internationally and stuff like that, and they missed out. So Mattel gave that wave to Target, and so Target did do a small window of this particular wave of wave 3 for us collectors, and I happened to get that She-Ra part of that wave, and I was going to unbox her, but then I noticed, something, this is when they brought in the regular women's kneecaps right there. So this is the Target version right here of She-Ra here, with the more feminine, smaller kneecaps for the women, in the women figures here. So this is the history right here of She-Ra here, from her 30th anniversary right here to her first version of retail right here, the international version right there with the bigger, bulkier kneecaps, to the Target, reissue of her in her wave. And it was not just her, Zodak and Roboto and oh my god, and Merman. My apologies, Merman. They did a reissue for us collectors, and then and then that time frame with Target was so fast as well. So once again, Mattel's like, okay, we'll give you another chance. We'll give you another shot. Hopefully this time around you'll be able to get her in your collection, guys. But I do see, but each version in a way have different, from her realistic hair right there, her 35th anniversary tribute, to her first version, to her re-release with the more proper kneecaps and stuff like that, to her fan favorite version with the sword and shield in front of her right there. So each version, now the figure itself, for the most part, is identical, especially these three here. Okay, same plastic hair, same head sculpts, you know, for the most part. Nothing's changed. Nothing. The comics are all the same throughout these, you know, versions right here. There's no different comic and stuff like that. Even the back of the Target version, which is this version here, is the same as the first version. You know, the first release of She-Ra here. You can see. There's no differences in the Crosso or the figures here. There's all the same here with He-Man and Skeletor on both of them. Everything's all the same. Okay, even though this version that came out in 2022, maybe, it still has the new for 2021 logo here, right there. In which also the fan favorite, if you notice, does not have that as well. They don't have the new for 2021 logo or new for 2024 or 2023. It just says fan favorite on there. And still, I still have not opened one of these because for me, you know, these slight differences for me is enough to keep her in the box. Okay, now hopefully I will find another fan favorite or another version of She-Ra. I can get her anywhere online. You know, just playing that long game to find a good price. Hopefully, you know, I will find her. Hopefully in retail, maybe this fan favorite version of She-Ra come out maybe at Target again. And when she does, I'm definitely going to open her to have her in the collection. So, but there you go, guys. There's the look of the history, you know, a slight little history of She-Ra, the only Princess of Power figure that we have so far in the Origins line. And I really do hope that we do get more Princess of Power figures in Origins. I hope at some point we get, you know, a mixture of, or Princess of Power, Turtles of Grayskull, and the cartoon collection. I mean, it would be a great opportunity to get more figures in the collection and stuff like that. So I hope they will do that with the Princess of Power line. I hope that we do get a few more figures for She-Ra, you know, some of her friends and stuff like that. So, but there you go, guys. There's a look at She-Ra, all different, you know, slightly different versions of her. All right. Of course, you know, my number one would be always this version of She-Ra here, the more vintage 80s version with the realistic hair, you can comb and stuff like that, you know, bring it back, you know, this will all be my favorite. Now, the fan favorite, too, is really cool, too. I like the fact that they display the sword and shield in front of her so you can see what it looks like and stuff like that. I do like that instead of having it all bundled up. And I hope they do that for other fan favorites, maybe, you know, with other figures, if they can try to do that. You know, like with Triclops, maybe put a sword in front of him and stuff like that. You can see it in front of the packaging instead of behind him. Just in case you don't want to unbox him, you want to keep him displayed, you can have his, you know, his weapon right there in front of him. They can display it very nicely. Of course, I'm using this nice packaging here, this bubble here, this plastic, what is this company's calling it? Noiseline, I think. I might be butchering the name. A nice, you know, protective bubble here that keeps my unpunched version of She-Ra here. But there you go, guys. There's a look at the fan favorite She-Ra next to her other releases and 35th anniversaries and first issues and stuff like that. All right. All right, guys. Oh, and one more thing, guys. I totally forgot, guys. It's sitting right next to me. I'm going to give you another Funko Pop in the world of Master Universe today on the channel. A fun one. It has, and you know, with She-Ra here. And we'll be looking at, for Funko, before we close it up, we have the Walmart exclusive She-Ra on Swiftwind Funko Pop right there. There she is. Now, this is also a figure that we hopefully will get, you know, another ride, you know, another, like, you know, magical creature that we can use for She-Ra. I hope to do release Swiftwind. That'd be kind of cool in the Origins line. Alright, there's Swiftwind and She-Ra right there. The Walmart exclusive Funko Pop right there. There she is. Alright. Get her out of the way. There's one more shot of her. Alright, guys. I'd like to take the time now to thank my subscribers If you made it this far in the video and have not subscribed, please subscribe, guys. I love talking with you guys all things Masters of the Universe, from the Origins line here, to the cartoon collection, to the Turtles of Grayskull, to the Masterverse line, to the CGI line. Hit that like button, guys, and thank you for doing that. That thumbs up, and thank you for doing that, guys. It means a lot for me. Thank you for doing that. It helps my channel grow, gets my channel out there for hopefully more people to watch and subscribe. So thank you for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you know we'll upload new videos. And tomorrow on the channel, we'll be looking at the fan favorite version of Webster. We'll look at him in the packaging, and we'll go from there. We'll compare him to his first version that came out, and I finally have my loose version of Webster, so we'll take a much closer look at the figure. An iconic, I would say, B-list henchman for Skeletor, and I'll be doing that very soon too. A list of all of Skeletor's guest star bad guys to come in from time to time to help out when he needs it. All right, so it'll be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that, guys. All right, and also, guys, hope you have a happy New Year as well. So, hope you guys have a great Sunday, a great New Year's Eve. Party, but don't party too much. Get home safe and stuff like that. All right. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday, a great New Year's Eve, and I'll see you guys on New Year's Day. All right, take care, guys. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care, guys, and have a good one.